Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Cowboys going up against the Broncos. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the picturesque city of Denver, Colorado. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in Week 1. Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment. They'll put it in the hands of their receiver, Sanders. Dropped at the 35, but he was able to display the agility there. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll find the rookie from La Tech. It's Carlos Henderson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is, finish this drive off, because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
They'll run. Anderson. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. And there are the numbers for C.J. Anderson on the ground last week. 11 carries, 53 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Second and goal to go now. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Back to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Stephen Paya coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let... From Oakland, the Raiders are out to an early lead. Derek Carr, an early touchdown pass in that one. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Booker. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He'll drop to throw. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait.
And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On play action, they'll throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And coming out now, the Broncos. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards. 90 catches, close to 1,100 yards last year for Thomas. For most guys, that'd be incredible. For Thomas, those numbers his lowest since 2011.
Well, he does have his old offensive coordinator back, so I'm sure he's expecting to get back to his former levels of play.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Stephen Paya getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. So we have reached halftime here. Now you folks don't know what you're missing. An update now from out in Southern California. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. Ryan Tannehill, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Second down now after the pass completion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to sack him for a loss of 6. The Broncos on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. David Irving, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to... They'll try to fire up the running game with C.J. Anderson. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 7 yards to go on 2nd down. Now back to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Hitchens. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The Broncos on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw here. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Back to throw now on first down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Demarcus Lawrence in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Hurry up, here we go. Over.
They'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number 1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down.
Now let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
From the 4, it's second and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
This is why I've never been a big fan of trying to get too cute down here by the goal line. For every one time something like this works.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The linebacker, Justin Durant, with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Now let's go.
They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sanders. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Now let's go. All right, now look at 56. Look at gun.
They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Thomas. And he's brought down after a good game. That one goes for 24 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off Byron Jones.